Hello and welcome to an episode of Richard's Comics. In today's episode, I'm going to go over a pretty large back issue haul I have, as well as quite a few new books. So it might be a little longer, but we'll get through it. Let's start with the first book here. This is Action Comics number 584. This is from January of 87. This is when John Byrne started his run on the character. Next book. This is Action Comics number 600. This came out in May of 88. Next book up, Batman 454. This came out in September of 1990. Next book, Batman number 461 from April of 1991. Next issue, Batman 468. This is from September of 91, coming out when the series was coming out bi-monthly. Next issue is Batman 476. This is from April of 1992. Next book up, Batman Shadow of the Bat number 19 from October of 93, part of the overall Night Quest storyline. Next issue, Batman Shadow of the Bat number 78 from September of 1998. This is the prelude to Batman No Man's Land. Sticking with Batman, but a different title. This is Detective Comics number 611 from September of 1990. Next issue, Detective Comics number 652. October 1992 is when this one came out. Next issue, a more modern book. This is Justice League Odyssey number 1. This came out in 2018. Next issue is Man-Bat number 1 from February 1996. This is a mini-series. Next issue is Millennium number 1 from, I believe this was 1988. This was the big DC crossover back then. Next, Bragman number 1. This is from October of 1991. Next book, Star Trek number 1. This is from February of 1984. Our next book, Star Trek The Next Generation number 50. This one is from 1993. Our next issue here, this is an Elseworlds one-shot, The Superman Monster. I believe it's a take on Frankenstein and the Last Son of Krypton. This, I believe, came out in about 1999. A few more back issues before we get to the new ones. This is Wonder Woman number 2 from March of 87, part of that George Perez run. Next issue, Wonder Woman number 3 from April of 87. Okay, this is Wonder Woman number 39 from February 1990, still with George Perez on the book. And we're going to transition to some new books. First one up is Alien, Black, White, and Blood number 3. Next issue is Amazing Spider-Man number 46. This is Legacy number 940. Next book, Batman number 146, continues the Dark Prison storyline. Next book, a little bit different. This is Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees number 1. This is the 3rd print. Heard a lot of good things about this book. Definitely quite a departure from your typical superhero story. Like I said, I heard a lot of great things. I will say I've read the first 4 issues of this, and I will say I think it lives up to the hype quite well. This is a very good book. I'd recommend it to definitely not for kids, but for more mature readers, this is a must-read. This is Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees number 2. This is the 3rd print. Next one, Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees number 3. This is the variant cover. And this is the most recent book that's come out as of the filming of this video. This is Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees number 4. Next book up is Conan the Barbarian number 9 from Titan. If you like Conan and you really enjoyed the old Marvel runs and series, I would say definitely check out this run that Titan's doing. This is probably the best Conan has been in quite a long time. The next book up is not so much as a standard comic as a preview. It is DC Connect number 47. As the cover says, it's the April 2024 issue. You can see the preview for Batman Gotham by Gaslight, the Kryptonian Age. Staying with Batman, this is Detective Comics number 1083. See, next book is from Image, Feral number 1. It's from the same creative team that did Stray Dogs. It's kind of a Aristocats meets The Walking Dead. It looks very kid-friendly, but I would advise against it. Definitely a mature audience for this one. Next book, actually just picked this one up today. This is Geiger number 1, the new series. Part of the larger Ghost Machine launch that's going on. Definitely keeping with the Old West vibe with this comic. This is Gunslinger Spawn number 30. Next up, I was actually filling in some holes on my Immortal Thor run. This is issue number 6, Legacy number 767. Next one, Immortal Thor number 8, Legacy 769. Got Gaia there on the cover. Next one. This is Immortal Thor number 9, Legacy 770. This is the variant cover. Next book is Incredible Hulk number 10, Legacy number 791. Next book, King Spawn, number 32. Really liking this cover. You saw the DC one earlier. Here is the Marvel preview book. This is Marvel Free Previews number 31, showing you a preview there of the Ultimates number 1 on the cover. Next book. This is Predator: The Last Hunt, number 1. Actually, you can see that this is the brother of the Arnold Schwarzenegger character, Dutch, from the Predator movie. This is his brother, John Schaefer. I believe he first appeared in Predator: Concrete Jungle by Dark Horse years and years ago. Next book. This is Redcoat number 1. I think Geoff Johns is actually writing most of these. This is art by Brian Hitch. The last one that you saw, Geiger, was by Gary Frank. Really good, strong creative teams behind these titles. Next book, also Ghost Machine. This is Rook Exodus number 1. And this is also written by Geoff Johns, and this time it's drawn by Jason Fabok. Our next book, this is actually a flashback to the early days of both Spider-Man and the Green Goblin. This is Spider-Man Shadow of the Green Goblin, number 1. You can see kind of the retro Spider-Man head in the upper left. Got a few more to go through. This is Star Wars number 45. It continues the Trial of Lando Calrissian storyline. Next book up, Star Wars Jango Fett number 1. Another Star Wars book. This is Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi number 6. This, I believe, is the last issue of the adaptation of the show on Disney. Next book is Superior Spider-Man number 5 by Dan Slott, and you can see that Mark Bagley art there. This next book has been very popular. And it is well written, well-drawn book. This is Ultimate Spider-Man number 3. Next book. This is Venom number 32. This Legacy 232. And you can see on there it's the third part of the Symbiosis Necrosis storyline, which crosses over with Carnage. Then we're to our last book. This is Wolverine number 46. It continuing the Sabretooth War storyline that goes all the way through issue 50. Now that is all our books today. There was quite a few. Thank you for sticking with me. Definitely check a lot of these books out. There's a lot of good things out there. But until then, I will see you next time with my next comic book haul. Thanks. Have a good one. Bye-bye.